Morning everyone. Wednesday today. The sun is shining. We had a lot of rain yesterday. We're due to have more torrential rain tonight. It's non-stop sunshine and showers at the minute. So yesterday was a hot day so far. 27 degrees over here. It was a warm muggy one yesterday, but it's supposed to get a little bit cooler today, so probably not so close and sweaty, which will be a good thing. This morning I've got a VW Touran coming in, which we have to, I think we're fitting his own reverse camera. And then this afternoon I've got a T4 to fit his own. He's got like a single din in there and we've got to swap it out for another single din. I think it's a Pioneer. So hopefully, fingers crossed, I said that the other day with a T6, 5, whatever it was. It should be a straightforward, easy day. I do need to get on and wash and clean the Chaser because it's had rain and dust and rain and dust. It's minging. And this probably needs a wash as well, but obviously Chaser's more important because it won't rain in the workshop, whereas if I wash this and then take it home and it gets wet again, I get water spots on it. So Chaser's probably more important today. Same on the subscribers, nothing's really changed there. We've had a few comments this morning, Spartacus and USMC, Nige, morning everyone. Hope you are liking the retitle. So I've redone the intro again. I kept chopping it up. I think I've come up with a goodie, so hopefully you like that. You'll see that in a minute. But other than that, I'm going to get off to work, grab some breakfast, get a coffee. I had quite a bit of sleep last night. I feel quite rested, but I feel, you know, when you had lots of sleep, you feel dopey. I'm kind of in that area at the minute, not quite with it. Transit van doesn't know where he's going. Come on, dude. But yeah, nothing more to tell you really. Holiday is about 10 days away. Cannot wait. Really, really cannot wait. Car is getting, or van is getting serviced by, I use a guy I used to work with. So we were all in the same unit when I first started doing this. And he went out on his own doing mobile stuff. Well, he's got a guy that works for him. And he's doing really well for himself. So Dan, LNS Auto Services, he'll be coming to service my vehicle, this one. We're doing everything, full check, full service, including gearbox. We're going to get all the oil and filter changed in the gearbox so it's all fresh and ready. And what that basically means is that I should hopefully, touch wood, go to France on holiday and not have any problems, because he'll give the car a once over, just check it. I don't protest and claim to be any kind of mechanic. I could do my own servicing and stuff like that, but as far as a professional eye goes, I do audio, they do mechanics. I let the professionals do the job, at least this time anyway, until I'm a bit more familiar with the vehicle, because I don't want to miss anything. At some point I do need to get some diesel. What we got left, we're on reserve, 36 kilometers left. So we do need to get some diesel this morning, so I might nip down there now, see what the prices are. But other than that, guys, I'm going to shut up, get off to work. I'll see you soon. Happy Wednesday, my dudes. Middle of the week, hump day, nearly there.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
Morning everyone, first one's in. VW Touran. So with this one we've got customer's own Pioneer. He's taken out of his other car. We've got to do a reverse camera, so all of this down. Obviously reverse camera on the plinth. And then we've got also Pioneer 230, my favourite unit. Take out this unit, the stock VW radio, do his steering controls and everything, get the reverse camera working through it. So that's first job of the day. I've had a little bit of a tidy up as well. I feel a bit more cleansed. Still nowhere near sorted, but better. See you in a bit. Bye. Right then everyone, let's just hop in here a second. So we've gone from
old and crappy like this one here to funky and new like that one there. We've got reverse camera on this thing, steering controls are working, parking sensors are working, all of the good bits and bobs are still active. We need to replace the sticky pad on there. But if I go reverse, press OK. See that flashing? That's because we're wired to the reverse light, not the trigger on the lead. So unit's going to come back out and we're going to redo the reverse camera signal so that this is running currently off the reverse light, so that when the power is increased, so if I go reverse, see nothing's working at the minute, turn the car off and go back onto ignition, oh look, the camera works. That's because the reverse light, when the engine's running, is above threshold. When the engine is not running, the reverse camera power is above threshold and the camera works. When you start the car and run it, the ECU rains down the voltage, turns the camera down enough that it switches off. So we need to go for the purple wire which is coming out of the quad lock lead and not use the trigger from the reverse light. There's a little fix. See you soon. Down. Got a bit of headache coming on. I have to have some tablets. So look at this bad boy. I love this thing. Big lazy V8, real pimp inside, the good interior, but we've got a failed amplifier. So the Mark Levinson amplifier is this, all right, multi-channel, all the inputs, all the outputs. So we've got to basically dig this out of the car, which should be in that quarter panel there, replace it with this one, bolt it up, slot it in, make sure everything's good, do a sound check, and then this one should be ready for pickup this afternoon. So we're going to crack on with this one, do a little check, and then yeah, maybe take some headache tablets. See you soon everyone. Bye. Afternoon everyone. We got the next one in, which is a little T4 day van, like camper. He had a go, couldn't do it himself, so we finished it off for the chap. I said we finished off for him, we've not finished off the chap. So ignition feed on, Pioneer stereo on, digital radio working, fitted a DAB aerial over there and microphone up there in the center. Got the ignition working with this one. That's it, job done. Wait for the sun to pass. It's a lovely sunny day. I'll wait for the chaser to cool down a bit and then I can wash it. We've got the amp for the Lexus. The guys bought the wrong one. So this is the one that come out of the Lexus with 3 plugs, and the one he's bought has 4. But obviously this one has a fine input, this one has a fat input. So it's the wrong amp, similar model number but out. So yeah, don't know what we're going to do about this. I think he's going to come and get it and try and find an amp. If not, I'm sure at some point we'll be rewiring the whole car. Fun times. In a bit. Right guys, it's the afternoon. Finished for the day. I say afternoon, it's not, it's the evening. What am I talking about? Nearly 6. We have had everything picked up, so the Lexus has gone. Obviously, Guy managed to get the wrong amp. But we've got the car taken apart. He's taken it back. I'm pretty sure we won't see that again. He'll probably do it himself. The Touran has just been picked up, so he's happy. He's got his reverse camera, he's got his Pioneer back in it, bit of CarPlay, bit of modernisation for the old girl. I'm just getting ready to pack up and head off. It's been a long ass day, a very long day, and I'm pooped, so pooped. I felt like I slept really well last night and I'm knackered today. I give the Chaser a wash. I managed to get one of them done. The rain has just started, so I'm not going to bother doing the muck because it won't benefit from it. But the boy has been washed. He's nice and clean. I'm just putting him on a trickle charge overnight, just so we can top up the battery, because he does get bored of going in and out and in and out and in and out, bless him. But he's had a nice clean and everything is lovely and sparkly, which is all good. But that's about it for us for today. We are back in obviously tomorrow, or I am back in tomorrow. Let's have a look at the diary, see what we got coming up. Places, I've had a tidy up, you wouldn't believe it, but I have had a tidy up. So tomorrow what we got, so tomorrow we've got Leroy coming in with his Focus. We've got to do the Pioneer Active Sub just down there, that's going in his Focus. Then I've got the Mark 1 TT that we did the other day with a broken speaker, that's coming in for a pair of speakers. And then Friday we've got the front and rear Thinkware F200 Pro for Peter's Mazda 6. And we've got Gavin in his Audi to fit his CarPlay interface. He's supplying the stuff, we're not doing that. And then on Saturday, we've got a BW Phaeton coming in to replace the radio that's been away for repair. And Steve's coming in his Mazda 3. We've got to remove the Bose amp and get it sent away and get it repaired. Monday, we've got the box to swap. So he's having the Pioneer, that one, 9200. And then on Tuesday we've got Michael and his Kia Ceed for rear speakers and a head unit swap. We're going to take out the 160 because he's got a problem with it. It's not behaving. And we're going to put in the Sony unit, excuse me. So we'll do a head unit swap on that. I'm hoping we start getting some stock back in soon, because I'm getting a little bit worried about these 160s, if I'm completely honest. Obviously they're all warranted anyway, it's not a problem, but you know, when it's your customers, you don't want issues. So let's hope that will either get resolved or they sort the software out. But that's it for today, guys. I'm going to sign off. A lovely little clean chaser. Look at that paintwork, nice and glossy. And I'll see you bright and early in the morning for some more shenanigans and fun times. Have a good evening. That's pretty much it. I'll speak to you tomorrow. See you soon. Bye. Morning, everyone. Another grey start. Man, did we have some thunder and lightning last night. So it rained really heavily for hours, and I mean like proper. It was quite biblical rain. It was really good. Oh, Coke can, got to squish it. Yeah, got it. Yeah, it was really good. Like full on streaks, full on flashes. It was sheet lightning and fault lighting. Everything was going on. There's loads of it. Thank you. Where are we at? Thursday today. TT coming in this afternoon. We've got to do the door speakers, fix them, replace them. This morning I should have Leroy and his Ford Focus for the Pioneer Active Sub. Probably, kid's hair stuck to my face. Probably got to order some stock today. Weather is supposed to be on and off today, so I don't know if we're going to get a chance to wash this one. Obviously the chaser's done, so we want to try and keep that clean. I do need to get the Lotus nose washed. That hair's tickling me now. It's Jessica's. I do need to get the Lotus nose washed, because the other day we went up to Cafe Machine with Dom, it's got a bug mustache. It's proper bad. But we're on our way in. Obviously need some breakfast. I changed it up yesterday. We had a croissant and coffee. The day before we had cheese and bacon wrap and coffee. Don't know, might do bacon today, just a bacon sandwich. Very hungry. Hope you're good, hope you're well. We've got 1723. No, is that right? 1273? One I can't remember. I think it's 1273 on the subscribers. So we're growing a bit.
which is good. There's been a bit of a lull in the videos at the minute, which is kind of weird because I've been like last week and I've been making a concerted effort to get loads and loads and loads of videos going, try and get daily uploads going so it keeps people interested in the channel, and it really seems to have kind of like proper dropped off. Never mind, we'll keep going. See you soon everyone. I'm gonna get to work. I'll chat to you when we get there. Bye.
Morning everyone. So here we go, our first Ford Focus in this morning. We've got the Sync version, which we've got to add a sub-amp to. So we're going to do the Pioneer Active 12, this one here. It'll work with a factory radio, so no need for all the converters and all that rubbish. So obviously we need to get to the radio, get a signal from it for the left and right channel, run some power backwards, and then obviously fit the sub-amp in the boot. So a nice simple install. We'll get this cracking. I'll come back to you in a bit. See you soon. So Shano's run himself over. I said Shano's run himself over. So right, Ford Focus, this is an interesting one. So you got to do this just to get to the radio, which is an absolute joke. I don't know what Ford were thinking when they designed this one, but you start at the screen, you take the caps off here, you got 2 screws there, and then you got 2 more here. You take all this strip off here, then the air vents, then you've got 2 bolts here. Take the under panel off, but first you've got to take that out and that out. And then up under here, you've got 2 more bolts, and then you can get to the radio wiring, which is there. So obviously we now got speaker feeds right and left to put in. Piggyback off of this and then run that out for the Pioneer to get some signal. Obviously down here we've got a fuse box, so we can take power from this and then run everything to the back of the car. What a mission, just to get to the radio. Absolute joke. We've got our amp wiring done here. We've done our radio connection, which is on the stereo under there. We are now starting to put that together. So we're going to run through this because this is probably quite one of the most in-depth head unit sort of jobs we've got, right? Because it is a bit, let me just find a place to pop this camera so we can see. There we go, you're with me there. Right, cool. So we've got a couple of bolts that go inside the top here. It's all over the place, this Ford stuff. Like, servicing this lot, if you've got a problem, I bet they charge hours to do this. So we've got 2 7mm. They're all 7 and 10mm, right? So 2 7mm inside the air vents. As you saw, this tray lifts up, right? Because that's basically the bottom of the radio front. Okay, so that's that. So this has been pulled up because of these 10mm, these 7mm. Then underneath here, very bottom, we've got 2 more 7mm, and this is why we had to dismantle all the gear change stuff and the USB stuff just to get to these 2. So we've got 2 more 7mm underneath. Obviously, if you're doing this for yourself, you can follow this video in reverse. So we've got 2 7mm underneath, one there and one over there. Oh, dropped it. Naturally, this is easier if you have electric tools. And you can find the hole. Insert meme here. Here we go. So, 2 bolts on the top, 2 bolts in the bottom. We don't actually need to remove the radio because we've just gone off the cabling, which pokes out the front of it like the Ford Transit van does. Right, next we have, not the screen, not that, we have, where is the funny shaped plastic tray? Now this tooth here, it goes that way up. So we've got to come into the back of the climate control first on a slight angle, like that, and then push up, and you'll hear the click. That's that bit done. Then we move on to the bottom, So we get the USB cigarette lighter socket and that first. You've got 2 locations each side and or some screws. Now the side screws are Torx, okay? So we've got 1 Torx there, goes in that little hole. And this one is a T20. That'll do it. T20 in the side of the center console. And then also we can put back the gear change cables or gear change adjustants. Tooth at the back first, so it goes in rearward first towards the armrest, and then a quick, and that's that one in. Nip over this side, grab the Torx, again, just on the side in front of the gear change panel, T20. And then we've basically got these side pieces that can go in. Now the one on the driver's side, in the little recess, has a 10mm holding it down. Oh, actually I tell a lie, I forgot something. Don't put the gear change cable tray down first, because you've got to locate this tooth in between the 2 of them. I forgot that. So you snap your gear change, thing back up. I'll do the same on this side as well, not to trap the guy's iPhone lead. There's a tooth at the back. Let's get that out of the way. Right. So the connection goes in the back first, and then that's got to go in there and then locate up there. So that clicks in. Right, and then as this goes down, you've got a tooth on the bottom of this gear change selector, which goes through both those trims and holds them in. But we go backwards first into the tooth and then down. Right, over the other side. So this one has the 10mm. So we've got a 10mm bolt, and it goes in a little dish shaped cover down here on the floor. So we get that one in. Don't gun the crap out of it. It's a 10mm holding in a plastic piece. It's not wheel nut worthy. So no ugga duggers, doesn't need it. Right. Back around this side. Then we've got air vents first with a hazard switch. Okay, hazard switch, the red one. Air vents go down. Don't tuck any more cables in than you need to. Obviously all this stuff only goes back one way. Check it. That's good. And then your air vents locate in like so. 2 more 7mm. Again, don't talk the crap out of them, you don't need to, it's just plastic. That's that done. Then we have our center dash tray, which is where the screen sits on top of. And again, little plug. White one this time. So we locate the white plug, keeping the screen plug up and out the way. Get that to where it needs to go. Be very gentle with the tooth on the air vent, it's quite fragile. And then guess what? Yeah, 2 more 7mm. Nearly there. Turn off the hazards. Now, this screen has one plug, this thing here, which is an absolute nightmare to remove. This tooth on the back of it that you push down to kind of release is really stiff and it actually doesn't do a lot, so I had to prise it out with my knife. So just be really careful that you don't damage this, because once that's done, that's screen game over. So lay it nice and flat, put your screen cable in first, then you lift him up. You're locating these three lugs on the bottom first. They go in, make sure it's sat down, and then this time 3 chrome 7mm. That's going to hold the screen down. Again, no need to talk the bollocks out of it. It's just holding in a screen. Actually, you know what, I'll get it from this side, because the dash pod is in the way of my tool. Little check on the top one, there we go. And then you replace it with the really stupid cover to remove. And actually, this thing first come into its own today. I used that to get this out. Much like a very old Honda, really thin plastic clip, really soft, but the clips are massive and they don't want to let go. You get your screen cover in, that covers up the hardware that's holding down the screen. Now pretty much we're good to go into the glove box. So now all that's left to do is I'm going to turn the radio on, make sure we've got our positives and negatives around the right way. This car is a 2022 Ford Focus, which means it's still under warranty. So normally we solder all our connections, all right, and make everything lovely and bright and brand new. But with these new warranted cars, you are not allowed to solder. So they accept a thing called poke and wrap, which literally means uncovering the cable inside, as in removing the shielding. You make a hole without disturbing the metal. You make a hole through and then you poke your cable in, you wrap it round and then you tape it up. As shit as it sounds, that's the only thing that they'll accept from warranty. If you go soldering any of these newer cars, you void the guy's warranty, all right? So obviously we can't do that. So we're going to do the poke and wrap method, keep the warranty people happy, because if this ever goes back to Ford, guaranteed somebody's going to see it and go, oh, you've just voided your warranty soldering, thanks very much, bye bye. So obviously we need to do this carefully. So I've run out some taped and wrapped cables already. So we've got a left channel and a right channel. These are off the rear speaker feeds from the head unit in here. We're going to put some bullets on this end, and then I'm going to test the polarity of these to make sure they're right, and then basically into turning the sub on and tuning it, and that's it. See you in a bit. Stop being rude, Aaron. Jesus, mate. You're not getting any at home or something?
Too much, it's getting annoying.
Yeah, right. Right. Go gay. Right, so this one's done. Pioneer's fitted. Obviously all running off the car's ignition. Dash is back in one piece, looking thick and fresh. Yeah, nothing much to say. Obviously we know where the head unit is now, we know where our connections are made, fuse box is down there. I'll let him put his stuff back in his car, but this one's done. Not to be missed. It's nice and bassy. Obviously we can adjust that directly through here. Let's just go stations. Yeah. Let's go national. God, what we got? Boom radio? What the hell's that? Beautiful. Stations. BBC National. Come on, give us some good music. Bass. That'll do, won't it? Happy days, right? See you in a bit, everyone. Afternoon, everyone. Lunchtime has just finished. We've had some food, a couple of pepperami fire sticks and a cheesy string, and we're rocking on with the TT. So this has turned up. Obviously we've got our door card off. Now these TTs have the speakers mounted to the door card, not the door itself. But as you can see, the fact that we can see daylight just here means that there's not a lot attached to that speaker anymore. So we're going to remove this trim, take the speaker out, replace it with a couple of new ones, and we've got to do the other side. So I'm going to crack on with this one, get this finished. Don't ask me why there's bug roll in there. Maybe it's because I did such a good job of the stereo. Jeez.
My dog stepped on a bee.
So we're replacing the door speakers on this Audi TT. It's not got 4 screws on the door card. There's only 3. Right then guys, let me just shut this up a second. We are good. Right, Thursday done. Everything's been picked up. And I've got time to give the chaser I've got time to give the chaser a clean. Bloody spiders. And polished. I've just been doing the brackets underneath that hold the side skirts on. I just put some meatier ones on it. But we've given the chaser a clean and it's looking rather nice and reflective. Everything's pretty sweet. But yes, ready for its next outing. I don't proclaim to be any kind of detailer, but it's good enough. It's white, it's clean, it's polished, it's waxed. We did the windows, done the side skirts, and it looks pretty lovely. So done for today. Done now. Done for today. Everything has been picked up. Van keys, shop keys. Got them. Get the diary from upstairs. So we should end the week on a nice relaxing time, I think. TT finished and picked up. We also had a T5 come in, wanted my help with the right lead for his car. I bought a Chinese kit off of eBay. None of it worked. Use your local guys, support your engineers, support your trade. We got it sorted. So tomorrow we've got Mazda 6 in for a front and rear dash camera, and I've got an Audi to fit his own CarPlay and Android Auto interface. I think I want to say it's a Unicar one. Obviously there are many Chinesium derivatives out there. That's the state of manufacturing. But this one apparently is the ones that our guys recommend as well. So my supplier uses the same company. And as far as I'm concerned, if it's good enough for them, it's good enough for me. So he's bought it, we're fitting it. Shouldn't be too much of a ball ache. But that's it for today, guys. I'm going to sign off, love you, and leave you. I'll see you bright and early in the morning for our little chat. Have a good evening. See you soon.